friends, Asha here, and today's Vote+1 action is to amplify pro-voting messages. By pro-voting, I mean that when you are talking to your friends on the street or when you're posting something on social media, whether it's an update or a comment on somebody else's post, try to focus on the stories that really highlight the fact that Americans are excited to vote. Voting matters, and voting is what is going to make a difference in this election. Too often people forget that as users of social media, as people who talk to other people, that actually we are all influencers. I know you might not think of yourself that way. You don't think of yourself in sort of media terms, but when I am trying to figure out something that I want to do or make a difficult decision, the first thing I do is I look to my friends and I look to the people that I trust and I ask them not only what they're going to do, but I also sort of gauge what the mood is. And to me, it makes a really big difference when my friends are talking about how excited they are to vote, when they're noticing the voting excitement in their own neighborhoods and they're sharing those stories, and when they're sharing news articles that are demonstrating just how much voting energy there is out there. And there is a ton. The early voting lines in states that already have early voting are breaking records. And that is a story that needs to be told. So I really want to encourage you to think about that the next time you are posting on Facebook or, just sharing with a group of friends over lunch. Talk about those stories. Remember that you are the most important influencer of your own friends and that they are much more likely to listen to you than they actually are to listen to me. The corollary of that is to try to, zip it when you are very tempted on social media to say something like, nothing ever matters and it's not going to stick and, it doesn't matter what I say, it's not going to change anything. Those sorts of hopeless messages are basically the equivalent of raining on somebody's parade. Now, I am not asking you to become a Pollyanna propaganda machine. I am not asking you not to be truthful or not to actually share how you feel. What I am saying, though, is to think about the effect of whatever it is you're going to say on the people who are listening to you. Will that inspire them to take action, or will it cause them to sit back in their chair and feel hopeless themselves? Think about that, because that is part of what happens in these intense election times. It's such an overwhelming media environment that we look to our friends. And so this is our opportunity. So I really encourage you to think about that the next time you're posting on social media or the next time you think about sharing a news article or even in a conversation with your friends. Share messages that are going to encourage people to act, make people excited to actually participate in this election. All right, folks, that's it for today. As always, you can go to vote+1.org and subscribe to receive action steps via email. But I will also link up action steps in the description here. And you can also request your free welcome kit, which I would happily send you via snail mail. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.